Hey everybody, it's the Mad Master here. I'm just doing one more video today. I'm not even going to edit this, I don't care. Like, I've edited the audio on a lot of these new videos so people can hear them better. Uh, but anyways, I have too many things to do, so I'm going to be, I don't know, I should spend more time on that. I promise that I'm going to probably do about 50-50 where I do kind of these rants and just kind of post them, and then in the future, I could foresee myself doing like more work on a lot of the videos as I've talked about for a long time. But as my channel is actually growing, thank the gods or Satan or whoever, I will be probably putting more effort into it as it grows, and probably going to use some alternate tech platforms like BitChute a little bit more as well. I'll probably be doing that once. I don't know, it's just, once I have a little more time. I'm recording an album. I'm also trying to do all sorts of other stuff, so I just want to clear things up a little bit more, and I'm going to be focusing more on that and getting things a little more equal with time. So, anyways, this video is about, this video I'm going to probably call, we must resist the technocratic fascism, because recently the Biden administration has talked about misinformation and attacking misinformation, basically ostensibly government censorship in so many words. We just have this weird thing happening in our world where they're really clamping down, and it doesn't mean that I believe that a certain person was not or was elected or anything like that, or that there wasn't things that were done in January that were questionable or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with, I think there's this growing technocratic fascists, basically. And I think Charles Warwick did one video recently about this, about basically they are fascists, corporations working in collusion with government. And we must resist this as much as possible. And I don't know what extent I'm going to get involved as far as how, but there's a lot of things we should do. We should try to plan on, resisting this, because it's dangerous. It's a dangerous precedent. I don't know if this video will be, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, at least lip service / getting the word out right now, at least, as far as what's going on, and having people resist at the ballot box or whatever, And I didn't vote for Trump, and I didn't vote for Biden. I didn't vote for anyone this last election because I was so pissed. And I was right about a lot of what Biden's done so far, honestly. I was right. I feel justified in my non-voting. I hadn't voted. See, I'd voted in every election since 1996, every presidential election, because that's when I turned 18. Just being real, which I don't like to be sometimes, of course, but so I'm gonna fight this shit tooth and nail. Like the whole idea of misinformation and all this stuff is just like, and they're just the brazen admission of the idea of censorship is appalling. I mean, if it would Bush, like 15 years ago, the same people that support Biden right now, 15 years ago would have said, "Oh my God, Bush is destroying the First Amendment. Oh, we gotta go against Bush." But now there's just like, "Oh, it's Biden. He's a Democrat. I love him." It's like, fuck off, man. I am so infuriated at the left, and that's why I watch. I don't agree with Jackson Hinkle on economic policy. I'm not a Marxist-Leninist, but I watch this channel. Otherwise, I don't agree with Charles Warwick on a lot of economic stuff. I'm more, the Kyle, like I said before, the Kyle Kalinske kind of mixed economy camp, right? I'm not economically. I'm definitely a social democrat, not a democratic socialist. I'm not. Even though, like, some of the DSA stuff I'm sure is okay, but, I don't believe, I lean libertarian in a lot of ways because, as I've said in previous videos, I don't I come in it from a libertarian stance and then kind of come in the middle at that point. But I'm kind of I wouldn't call myself a leftist libertarian necessarily, but like I'm on the left and I agree with like a libertarian social ideas. So I don't know. Sometimes I'd rather vote for a libertarian than anybody else. Though at times there's been those situations, but yeah, this is dangerous. This is a dangerous precedent, and we gotta resist this as much as possible. What they're trying to do, and there's ways to do it. Use alternate text sites. Try to go against it. Try to write your politicians. There are ways to do this. And resist. You got to resist things. If your employer, like let's just put it this way: if your employer says makes you sign a contract that they say we could spy on you anytime outside of work or something like that, just shit like that, little things like that. There's these little things, okay? There's these little things companies or corporations can do, and if you let that go, then you're buying into that, And I'm just saying, like, there's little things we can all do. There's probably 50 little things that are perfectly legal, perfectly by the book, that we can resist this tyranny with, because it's not good what's going on with that. And it's these people that want power and money. It's the billionaires. The billionaires are different than millionaires. Let's get this straight. And this is something I've realized in the last 6 months. Like, billionaires, I might do a separate video about this, but billionaires are a different breed than millionaires. Like a millionaire, I mean, I don't think I'm not going to use the My Pillow guy, but I'll be Mike Lindell. I don't think he's a billionaire, as far as I know. Maybe he is, but he's more like your typical millionaire, right? Or like someone that founded, I don't know, a smaller tech company, or the guy, like a metal musician. I don't think Bruce Dickinson is a billionaire. Okay, I think he's probably a millionaire. Not tattooed millionaire. Get it? It's not these, like, millionaire is a different breed. Billionaires on a whole other level. That's this weird reality, and this weird level of reality that needs to be questioned. And it's like I didn't like when Bernie Sanders or whoever it was a supporter or something like that, said there should be no more billionaires. But I kind of understand a little better now what they meant by that, and I have a problem with it. It's kind of beyond my, like, I don't want to restrict things that much, but at the same time, I get it, where it's coming from, at least. So this technocratic, fascist, censorious bullshit, and the fucking lemmings following this whole thing need to be called out, need to be called into question. We need to fight as much as possible in legal ways. Lawsuits are good too. I mean, a lot of the restrictions in my town, there were lawsuits against it in the state. They want, and no matter which side you're on with that, with the virus stuff, the current crisis we're in, right? There were lawsuits, and a lot of them were won. But what does that say about lawsuits? What does that say about getting these lawyers? And a lot of them are scumbags and stuff. And the Center of Law and Liberty or whatever in Wisconsin is like, it's like, oh, they defended that. Oh my God, yeah, But at the same time, I had a debate with a friend about this, because I contacted them about the $1,000 having someone outside your household. You'd have to pay a $1,000 fine. What if a boyfriend and girlfriend don't live together? You're gonna stop seeing them for 2 months or whatever? What fucking business do you have with that? So yeah, I think resistance is not futile against the technocratic overlords that are trying to impose their tyranny upon us, and we need to fight tooth and nail to stop them from overrunning our lives. That's all.